Welcome to my module on recruitment. In this module, we are going to look about recruitment, its sources, and particularly the external sources of recruitment. In the last module, we have seen what is recruitment and what are the internal sources of recruitment. I am Dr.S.Thamarai Selvi, Associate Professor from Department of Business Administration, Kaveri College for Women, Autonomous Trichy. In this module, we are going to look about what is recruitment, its meaning and definition, and what are the sources of recruitment and particularly external sources of recruitment. When we talk about recruitment, always it is a positive process. Recruitment means an activity which refers to the discovery and development of workers and employees in the enterprise at the time they are required. Because an organization which revolves around the human resource management is a process of selecting the right person at the right place at the right time. So it involves locating, maintaining and contacting the sources of manpower, which is an essential part of an organization. So recruitment definition, which was given by Edwin B. Flippo, it is a process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating and encouraging them to apply for jobs in an organization. It is often termed as a positive process as that it stimulates people to apply for jobs to increase the hiring ratio, that is the number of applicants for a job. The sources of recruitment. Always recruitment, which means a positive process because it stimulates people to apply for jobs to increase the hiring ratio, means the number of applicants for a particular job. Sources. It has two important sources, internal sources and external sources. In this module, we are going to look about what are the external sources of recruitment. Let us see one by one. The external sources of recruitment, where we look upon the employees other than the organization, they are called the external sources. The first one is through advertisement, second one employment exchange, the third one educational institution, next existing employees, the next factory gate, casual callers, central application file, labor union and labor contractors. These are the external sources. Through this, we can hire the employees other than the organization. So they are called the external sources of recruitment. Now let us see one by one. Advertisement. In this method of recruitment, frequently used for skilled workers, clerical and higher staff. Advertisements can be given in newspapers and professional journals. If a company wants to conceal its name, a blind advertisements may be given asking the applicants to apply to post bag or box number or to some advertising agency. So advertisement is the best method and it stands top of the external sources of recruitment. The next one is employment exchange. So, employment exchange in India are run by the government for unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled and clerical posts, etc. It is often used as a source of recruitment in certain cases which have been made obligatory for the business concerned to notify their vacancies to their exchange, employment exchange. The job seekers and job givers are brought together in contact by the employment exchange. The next important external sources are educational institutions. Direct recruitment from educational institutions for certain jobs which require technical and professional qualification has become a common practice. So, after the recruitment from the educational institution, the students will be given training based on their job position, so that through that also an organization can hire the employees. A close liaison between the company and educational institution helps in getting suitable candidates. The students are spotted during the courses of their studies. Junior level executives or management trainees may be recruited in this way. The next important source is existing employees, where the present employees know both the company and the candidate being recommended. Hence, companies encourage the existing employees to assist them in getting applications from them who are known to them. And certain rewards may also be given to them if candidates recommended by them are actually selected by the company. If recommendation leads to favoritism, it will impair the morale of the employees. The next important sources are the factory gates. Certain workers present themselves at the factory gate every day for employment. This method of recruitment is very popular in India for unskilled and semi-skilled laborers. The desirable candidates are selected by the first line supervisor. The major disadvantage of this system is that the person selected may not be suitable for that vacancy. The next important external sources are casual caller. Those personnel who casually come to the company for employment may also considered for the vacant post. It is most economical method of recruitment. In the advanced countries, this method of recruitment is very popular. The next important method is central application fees. A file of past applicants who were not selected earlier may be maintained. In order to keep the file alive, applications in the file must be checked at periodical intervals, which may be very supportive for external sources of recruitment. The next important type is labor unions, where the labor union plays a very important role in external sources of recruitment. In certain occupations like construction, hostels, maritime industries, the advantages for the management point of view because it saves expenses of recruitment. However, in other industries, unions may be asked to recommend candidates either as a goodwill gesture or as a courtesy towards the union. The next important method is the contractors, labor contractors. In this method, you can get the employee through the labor union. The next important type is former employees. Employees have been laid off or have left the factory at their own. They may be taken back if they are interested in joining the concern providing their record is good. The other sources may be firms organize trade shows to attract many prospective employees. Similarly, there is the labor market consisting of physically handicapped visits to other companies also help in finding new sources of recruitment. All the process of recruitment and selection has the way become more difficult since the organizations want to hire more talented and effective employees and can create a difference in the interest of the organization. The organization have adopted different methods of recruiting a candidate. Now let us see what are the disadvantages of external sources of recruitment. There are some potential disadvantages of hiring an external candidate. The first one is that it takes a longer time and cost which is involved is very much high compared to the internal sources of recruitment. It can also damage employee morale because current employees may feel this lessens their chances for promotions. When employee morale decreases, productivity can also decrease, which is a greater disadvantage for an organization. It can be difficult to tell by a candidate information whether or not he or she will fit in with the company and its employees. While a new employee may bring fresh outlooks and ideas, this can be considered as a disadvantage because these ideas may produce conflict with current employees. Above all the process, recruitment and selection has all the way become more difficult since the organizations wants to hire more talented and effective employees and can create a difference in the interest of the organization. The organization has adopted different methods of recruiting a candidate. So in this module, we have seen what are the external sources of recruitment, their benefits and disadvantages. Thanks for watching this video on external sources of recruitment. Thank you.